So they wanted me to go to the bathroom, go pee, but I went right after my NST. So I'm going to drink my water and hopefully go. I'm sure I will. I've been having to pee a lot lately. Cheers. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Jamie, and today I'm doing my update for week 33. Now, as of today, which is January 2nd, I am actually in my 34th week of pregnancy. I meant to post this last week, but with the holidays and then everything else going on, I didn't have time to post it, so I'm posting it today. I'll have my update for 34 coming probably on Friday. So without ado, let's get into it. So week 33 brought doctor's visits. I started my NSTs. I am going 2 times a week, which I believe on the last video I had mentioned that I'm going to start doing it. And I was going to be going 2 times a week, which are Tuesday and Fridays. So I did that last week, and I have my notes here, so if you see me looking, that's where I'm looking. I had my first NST on December 3rd, and it went as it was supposed to go. I started at 10:10 in the morning, and it ended really quick. I was done by 10:55. Baby cooperated very well. I want to get a little bit into how the comfort is there. Now, with the last hospital that I had, my other 4 kids, they had really nice chairs. They had reclining chairs, like a recliner that you would have at home, all comfortable, big and squishy. You could put your arms on the side. I had a cup holder, so I was used to that. Now going into this office that I'm at now, the chairs aren't that comfortable. There's nowhere to rest your arms. So when you're sitting there or laying back, your arms kind of have to be like up here to your chest or like across your stomach, which isn't very comfortable. I had to, because my arms got tired of being here, they started falling asleep. I had to tuck them underneath my booty just to have them like rest kind of straight against the bed. It was weird. So not very comfortable. As soon as I got there, they strapped me into the chair. And for you mommies out there, you know, or if you have friends out there and you're pregnant now and you've seen what they've gone through, they strap the monitors on your stomach. You have one that monitors baby's heartbeat and movement, and then you have one that monitors you for contractions. So I had those, the warm gel. This office uses warm gel. The one I had my last baby, my other 4, they, I can't remember. I know the last baby I had, they did use warm gel, but I think with my first 2, the gel was cold. So it's nice to have warm gel because it is kind of like alarming to get the cold gel on your belly. But yeah, place doesn't have like anywhere for you to hang your jacket, and it's been cold, so I've been going in a jacket even though I'm hot all the time. But anyways, they don't have any like a hook for you to hang your jacket or your purse. They have me try to hang it on the glove rack. Now I have a heavy purse. Okay, I carry a lot of stuff in my purse that I use. So that didn't work very well. So I had to put my purse on the floor and my jacket on the floor. So I didn't really care for that. Okay, so once I was strapped up, ready to go, laying back, they had me ready. He found the heartbeat, so I was ready. He usually has to lay me back, and I say he because I usually, for the 2 times I had, his name is Aaron, and so I'm gonna say he. He laid me back, and that's the easiest way to find my baby's heartbeat. Some people can do it sitting straight up. He's very mobile. Like, he moves around so much, it's hard to find him and keep him. So, the first time I went in, they had to keep coming a couple of times to find him and move him. But the second time, which was on Friday, he stayed. I think he had to come in 1 time to re-find him, and that was it. Aaron did notice that my baby was sleepy, so he came in after about 10 minutes of having me strapped on, and he asked me to do the deep breathing, so that way the baby's heart rate would accelerate and come back down, because that's what they look for. I guess a baby's heart rate who is that is steady can be a sign of a baby in distress. That's what I was told. I'm not a doctor, don't quote me, but that's what I was told. So they like to see accelerations and declines in the heart rate because that's how it's supposed to be. Now my baby, like I said, was moving all over, so his movement was not a problem. But the heart rate, he wanted to see it go up and come down, go up and come down. So I had to do the breathing a few times throughout the time that I was there. After I got so many movements, I think they look for 10 movements, and that's what they consider, or 10 accelerations and come downs, and that's what they consider good within so many minutes. Kind of like when they tell us to do our kick counts for how long it takes for us to get 10 kicks within 2 hours or an hour or whatever it is. I think it's 2 hours. Mine did it within so many minutes. Thank goodness. Okay, so fluid levels. My fluid level for my amniotic fluid is 13% above what it should be. So I have a lot of amniotic fluid, extra fluid. And if you remember, if you see my last video, I talked about the lake of water that they found at the ER when I fell. That's what that is. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's normal. The only thing that they worry about with that is that it stretches out. I believe they said my placenta, it could stretch it out so much to where it can make me go into early labor, or basically make me go into early labor, and they don't want that. But the specialist looked at my readings and he found it okay. He said, I'm okay, the baby looks okay, we're good. So unless I get any type of pain or anything abnormal to my pregnancy that I feel, then everything's okay, everything's looking good. So I was very happy to hear that. After my NST on Friday, which was my second NST, I had a visit with my doctor as well. He did the entire rundown with me about the fluid, like I just told you. He did the rundown with my sugars. My sugars have been above what they should be. I've been struggling with my sugars, my morning sugars. My afternoon sugars are always where they should be, unless I go to like dinner. Like you go to dinner, Olive Garden or anywhere, and then your sugars are going to be hiked because you're eating all that good, yummy food. So if I go somewhere like that, my sugars are usually like 150, 160, which is higher than it should be. So, but for the most part, my afternoon sugars are within range, but my morning sugars have been between 100 and 110. And this doctor told me, my doctor told me that if my sugars were still high in the morning, we might consider having baby 2 weeks earlier than normal. For C-section, you have it a week earlier, usually, than a normal due date. So my due date is February 12th. So I would have him the week of the 6th. We haven't set a date yet. I'm hoping on this next appointment we will actually set a date, but we haven't yet. Now, if my sugars are still high and he doesn't like the numbers, then we might be having baby, sorry, I'm looking at my calendar, the first week of February, which could either be anytime between January 30th to February 3rd. So, I don't know. So I've been doing a lot of packing. I packed my baby bag. I'll probably do a video on that. After having 4 kids already, I already know what I don't need and what I want, what I use, what I'm not. My bag is very light. Very, very light. And it feels so good. So, but I'll probably do another video on that. When I went in, the doctor gives you, you go in, you get your blood pressure checked. They ask you all the questions of taking the same medication, any pain, any bleeding, spotting, contractions, Braxton Hicks. They give you the whole rundown. All of those were no for me. The only thing different was this time when I went on, not Friday, but my first NST, which was Tuesday, I was very dizzy. I got so sick in the office. I had to sit down and have someone help me sit down because I felt like I was going to fall over and I felt like I was going to vomit right then and there. I think it was because the office is so hot. It was so hot that day. They had it really warm because it was a really rainy, cold day. So I think that's what it might have been for me. I get really sick. My baby's starting to wake up. I get really sick when I'm in hot rooms. I can't do the heaters. No. So that happened. They monitored me. They were very worried because I did get very pale. They were giving me water. They asked me if I wanted food. My sugars were checked when it happened, and they were fine. They were within range, so it wasn't my sugars. My blood pressure was okay. So I don't know. I think it could have just been the heat, but I felt disgusting. Like, oh my God, I hate that. So after I felt better, then they moved me into the doctor's office, where then I spoke to him about everything. How he told me if my sugars are still high on the next visit, then we're going to talk about having baby 2 weeks earlier instead of the 1 week earlier. And that's really it, because like I said, everything's been good. He gave me the rundown on my ultrasound, which was perfect. He explained the amniotic fluid to me, which I already mentioned. And that was really it. It wasn't a very long visit. It was short and sweet and to the point. I was in and out, which was great. That's how I like my appointments. Yeah. Yeah, so that's really it. Baby is as big as a tennis racket right now. So, yeah, I don't know how big is a tennis racket. If you play tennis or you've seen tennis, you know. So baby's about that big at the moment. Oh, they measured him. You know how they do their measurements. They're saying he weighs about 6.6 pounds already. So yeah, that's a big baby already. I think we're gonna have guesstimates on how much he's gonna weigh when he's born. We're gonna make like a family fun bet out of it. My last son weighed 9.9 pounds. So we're going to pull some guesses on this one. Do you guys have any guesses on it? Leave it in the comments below. Let me know. Yeah, so that's it for my week 33 update. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope everybody had a great, wonderful Christmas with their families, their friends. Even if you were by yourself with your dogs, your cats, or your animals, I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. I enjoyed it. It was rainy. I love the rain. The rain gives me energy. It makes me feel good. I don't get sad. I don't get depressed. It makes me happy. New Year's Eve was a rainy day. We had to have our easy up. Up, and then we had our bonfire going underneath there. And it was a beautiful day with just myself, my husband, and my kids, my mom, who was just relaxing in her room the whole day. And then we had the neighbors' kids come out for a little bit, but it got too rainy for them, so they had to go back inside. But other than that, it was a really good holiday season for us. And I really hope everybody else had a good one. So, yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video and you would like to see more content like it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, perhaps like, leave a comment or two, and don't forget to share. All right, everyone. Well, thank you. Happy 2023. I was about to say Merry 2023. And I can't wait to see what this year will bring, not just me, but yourselves. If you guys have any New Year's resolutions, let me know in the comments below. I haven't made any. I went into this year with no New Year's resolutions, which is really weird for me. So I think I'm going to come up with a couple and take it from there. But as of right this minute, I have none. Okay, well, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video.